Okay, so we officially hit 300 whiteberries. That means I no longer need to harvest these. Still got to collect up the cactus spines though before I can actually plant these elsewhere. And unfortunately, the limpet roots keep dying, so that is getting annoying. So here we are multiple days later, and thankfully, if we pick this last spine from this cactus, we'll get ourselves the 212th spine. And that now means that we have enough cactus spines to cover all of our U-seeds if we add it alongside the spines that we have in the storage over here. We've got 212 here, added on to 308 makes 520, and we have 52 seeds, that's 10 per seed, and we are all sorted for the U-trees. Unfortunately, I don't have a potato cactus seed, and to get one I would have to grow a willow tree. At least, because my farming contract is the willow tree. And to be honest, I think I'm actually just going to go and do this, because I need to get myself a potato cactus seed so I can start getting the potato cacti again. We're not that far away from getting limpet roots, so I may not need to go around Gillinor just to get the roots, because I am also going to need potato cacti. I am going to have to see how that goes. We should have willow seeds in here, unless I'm an idiot and they're in the seed box. Please tell me they're not in the seed box. Oh, wait, I don't have willow seeds? I thought that I did have willow seeds. Oh dear. Okay, well that changes a lot. We don't have a willow seed, so I can't do the contract even if I actually wanted to. Well, at some point I'm going to have to head back over to Fossil Island anyway to get some more ultra compost, so I might just do a birdhouse run and hope that we can get a willow seed from that. I've been stacking up a super compost, as you can see. We've got 219 in here, and we can actually collect a whole bunch more from here, because I had a massive brainwave and I realised you can use whiteberries for super compost. And seeing as I actually have enough whiteberries now, I only needed 300 and I've got an extra 28 here. I've got whiteberries to use on super compost, and I don't know why it took me so long to realise that I could do this. But now I know. I've been making super compost alongside farming the limpet roots, which I've been using super compost for, so I'm self-sustaining at this point. I haven't really needed ultra compost, I just wanted the super compost to keep this alive, and as I said before, it doesn't really work too well. They keep dying, and it is very annoying. But that's how many, look how many white berries I get from one pick if I leave it for a while. That's actually insane. So I'm going to stack up on some more super compost, probably get some more limpet roots, and then maybe we head over to Fossil Island and get ourselves a load of volcanic ash, as well as trying to get ourselves a willow seed. So it's been about 40 seconds since I made the last clip, and if we pan over to the side, diseased limpet plant. As I was saying, they don't seem to survive. Super compost just doesn't do anything, apparently. I've just taken out an entire invent of plant cures, because I was doing compost and I've got it set to withdraw all, so that was all good. But yeah, that literally was in the space of about 40 seconds after recording that clip. I am doing everything wrong right now. Yeah, they managed to get diseased, and it's only because I'm literally just sat here and can cure them all the time that they even survive in the long run. If I wasn't here, then chances are they'd probably just all die and I'd be stuck forever trying to get limpet roots, unless I decide to farm them in Hosidius, where they don't die. But if I do it here, I can stack up on compost, which is very handy for the future. It's going to be really nice just to get a massive amount of compost and then turn it all into ultra compost and not have to worry about it for some time, especially if I'm going to be finishing up in the farming guild, which I will be fairly soon. Like I said, I kind of want to replant the potato cactus, so that means complete the contract, which means going to get the seed. It's like doing one small favour all over again, to be honest. But hopefully it won't take me too long to get the willow seed and complete the contract, so we can finally get out of the farming guild. Okay, so as you can see, we've got ourselves a grown limpet plant. We are going to harvest this, plant a new one, and we are currently at 616 limpets, and I believe we need about 700, if I am not mistaken. So I'm going to quickly go over to Arno and check how many we need. We're closing in on finally finishing off all of these secondaries, which has taken ages, by the way. We need 719. Okay, so we need 103 more. Shouldn't be too bad, but what I am going to do is we are going to head over to Fossil Island for two reasons. First of all, I need to get myself a willow seed. Was it willow? I can't remember what the contract was. Let's just check real quick. Yeah, willow tree. Okay, so we need to get ourselves a willow seed, and that's not willow, is it? That's maple. And once we get that, we can come back and complete the farming contract, so we can hopefully get a potato cactus seed, which will allow us to get the secondaries from the magic potions. I don't know how religiously I'm going to stay here and wait on them, because I do have a potato cactus plant in Alcarid, so it's not desperately needed for that. Let's just have a quick look and see how many we'd actually need to collect. We've got 141 and we need 452. Okay, yeah, so it would be quite a lot. I probably wouldn't wait around for it. But anyway, we are going to make our way over to Fossil Island. Do I grab my dragon axe? No. I think it's not really worth it. I don't have any money though. But I do have a thieving cape, so I could probably just get some coins, grab myself an axe, and we'll head over there, because I do need to not only chop down some mahogany logs, but I also need to buy some hammerstone seeds. I need to get the hammer and chisel from the general store, stuff like that, so I can actually do birdhouse runs, and also need to grab myself a pickaxe. So I'll just grab the bronze one on top of Lumbridge Castle, because I did have a bronze pickaxe before, and honestly didn't really take that long. It doesn't seem to matter too much which pickaxe you use, and obviously the amount you get scales on your mining level, which is really nice, because I'm at 73, I get quite a lot from it. What's the best thing for me to use around here to get some money? I don't really want to be thieving men and women, because that could take a while. I think what I might do is I might run up towards Falador, and we'll steal some money off some guards so we can buy the seeds, because I think that would be slightly faster than trying to thieve men and women, as they only give 3 coins at once, or 6 I guess, because I have the rogue's outfit on. But then we'll be able to get ourselves a bunch of hammerstone seeds, and we'll be able to head up to Fossil Island and get the rest of that stuff done. I do always need to remember to be quite cautious when I'm running around, because I do have a death storage and I am only level 3, so I've got to be very careful that I don't die. Don't want to get too complacent and end up dying to like a highwayman or something like that, so I'm going to be taking a lot of care while I'm running around. Insert Mr. Frog death here. Don't worry guys, we made it to Fossil Island safely. I'm not dead, so you can rest for a bit. Well, until I die to a crab, that is, and that is entirely plausible. But hopefully I won't be stupid enough to do that. We're going to grab ourselves 4 mahogany logs. I need to go back and grab the hammer and chisel because I forgot to do that. And we're going to do ourselves a quick birdhouse run. Now, hopefully we get the willow seed on the first run. And if that does happen, we can go straight back to the farming guild and get back onto farming contracts. However, if we don't manage to get a willow seed on the first run, I'm going to have to stay here until I do, because realistically, the amount of time it takes to go back to the farming guild is not worth it in between birdhouse runs. I may as well just wait. They only take about 50 minutes, I think, to ready up. And that is why I've brought 122 hammerstone seeds. One of the shops had a bit extra in it. So this should allow us to do 3 entire birdhouse runs. And if we don't manage to get a willow seed in that kind of time, then I'm a little bit confused. And it seems like I'm just incredibly unlucky when it comes to obtaining the seed that I want. But anyway, we'll quickly go ahead and do our birdhouse run, and I'll get back to you once I've got the nests. Okay, that's the run done. I'm just going to move these over here. We can drop that one that's empty. So we've got ourselves 4 birds' nests with seeds. Let's see if we can get hopefully just 1 willow seed from this. Should be enough. First one, that is an orange tree. That's a yew seed. Okay. That's a banana seed. And that's an acorn. Okay, so we managed to get a yew seed, but not a willow seed. Well, looks like we're camping here to do some more birdhouse runs until we get a willow seed. So I'm going to be completely honest, I was just walking back to the mahogany trees to get some logs for the next run, and I remembered why I'm actually here. Well, obviously I am here to get the willow seed, I'm not going to forget about that, but I actually am here originally to get volcanic sulfur, so I can make the ultra compost. So we are pretty much just going to camp here. I think I'm going to get about 500 maybe, so that's 250 ultra compost. I know I don't quite have that much in the leprechaun, but if I do stay at the farming guild for a little while, I might accumulate some, and then I can just drop the rest anyway. It doesn't take that long to get. I get like 4 each time, and you can see it's pretty quick, so I'm not too worried about stacking up on this. Plus, I'm stuck on Fossil Island until I get the willow seed anyway, so I might as well make the most of the time. And that is going to be 500 volcanic ash collected. I'll just drop these random ash as well. I believe the birdhouses are going to be done in about 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to go grab myself some mahogany logs so we are ready to harvest them. And then I'll go and get some more birdhouses, do a quick birdhouse run. Hopefully get a willow seed. And if I don't, it means I've got to do another run. And if I have to do a run after that, I'm going to need to go and get more seeds. But I was hoping it wouldn't take more than 3 runs to get a willow seed. And that is another birdhouse run completed without a willow seed. So that means that we're going to have to wait and do the last 40 seeds, and if we don't get a willow seed from that, then I'm going to have to go and get some more hammerstone seeds. We just got ourselves a second yew seed and a maple seed, and yet cannot get a willow seed. You know what that means? I'm going to have to go get some more hammerstone seeds. Well, hey, finally, a willow seed. It only took like 5 birdhouse runs to get. So this is actually a day later from the previous clip, but we are safely back in the Farming Guild. No deaths have happened. We got ourselves the 500 volcanic ash, and I will shortly be using these on the super compost to turn them into ultra compost. I'm probably still going to be super composting this, not ultra, just to save some of the ultra compost for more important stuff. But in addition, I did plant the willow tree before I went to bed, so there it is. Check out willow tree. We can finally get this task done and hopefully get ourselves a potato cactus seed. I do apologise in advance if my voice sounds a little bit raspy. I've got a bit of a sore throat at the moment, so hopefully that won't become too much of an issue. We're going to quickly hand in this, grab ourselves another contract just in case I can do it. Let's see, medium contract, a yew tree. Okay, we do have 2 yew seeds that we managed to get from birdhouses, which was ridiculous, by the way. And I'll probably be growing them in a moment. I need to pick up some more spines so that I can pay for them. But let's open this and see if we can get ourselves a potato cactus seed, because that would be really nice. I mean, all of these are pretty good. Papayas not so much, actually. Dwarfweeds, actually, never mind. It was only the snake grass that was good. I don't know why I said that was pretty good. And I don't think we're going to get a potato cactus seed. No luck. But we might get one from the yew tree contract, which is next. So I've just opened up the tool leprechaun, and we have 293 super compost. I didn't realise I had that many. Yeah, it means I don't actually have enough volcanic ash to turn all of this into ultra, but I will use up all the ash, and we'll eventually go back and get some more when we need it. Like I said, I'm going to have like 200 ultra compost left over from this anyway, because I'm only going to be using super compost for the limpet roots, and that's pretty much the only reason I'm still here. For some of the contracts I might use ultras, but for now we're just going to be making all of these, or 250 of these, into ultra compost. Just a short while later, and we have finished our yew tree contract, so we can hand this in, get ourselves 7,000 farming XP. It is a lovely task to hand in, and I'm really glad I got the seeds from the birdhouses, so I didn't have to take out the stack that was in the depth storage. Let's grab ourselves a seed pack. This is a high tier seed pack, it's tier 4, so we can get some good stuff out of this. Just going to quickly grab another contract while I'm at it. Snakegrass, I believe I already have that grown, so that is beautiful. I'll do that in a moment. But I'm going to quickly store my stuff with the leprechaun, so I've got some more space, and we'll work our way through this seed pack. Okay, time to open up the seed pack. We get ourselves a palm tree seed, 2 papaya seeds, a dwarf weed seed, another dwarf weed seed. So far everything is useless. Poison ivy, tomatoes, barley, tomatoes. Yeah, it's a completely useless pack because I can't actually use any of this apart from maybe the poison ivy, and I'm not going to. So I was opening the seed pack and it didn't even cross my mind. We got the potato cactus seed, so I can now finish collecting the spines from this to make up for the other yew seeds that I got, and then we'll plant the potato cactus and maybe get ourselves some potato cacti. I've nearly finished collecting all the limpet roots now. I only need like another 20 or so, so maybe not. But I'm going to plant it anyway because I won't need the spines after I finish collecting them for the yew seeds. Okay, so we're just farming up some snakegrass, and we got 75 farming, which means we can now grow magic trees. And I'm probably not going to do that though, given I don't have any magic seeds, and also, well, I don't want to. So, just a quick update as to where we are currently. Well, I've been spending the last couple of days just farming up some stuff, getting some potato cacti and stuff like that. Not because I wanted to sit around in the farming guild, but mainly because I've got a backlog of clips that I needed to edit, and Overzealous stuff has been quite click intensive, so I haven't really been able to multitask as much. Thankfully though, this is going to give us quite a lot of potato cacti, and I think that we nearly have enough actually. We also used up all of the snakegrass seeds, that's why there's weeds here now, and we've got 1 left, but obviously it takes 3 to plant an allotment, so we're going to get rid of that. Been growing some toadflax, also took the toadflax out of the storage, cleaned it and stacked it with this because I accidentally cleaned them, so that meant the stack wasn't going to add itself together or whatever. Snapdragon seed here, but obviously I've got a stack in here as well. So we have what looks to be 141 potato cactus there, and then we have 189 here, which is like 3 to 400, and we need 452, so we're probably just less than 100, I'd say, potato cacti away from having all of the ones that we need. But it's not too important because I can get it in Alcove as well, and these plants seem to give you quite a lot. The first thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to get rid of these cactus seeds because we don't actually need these. I'm not doing contracts anymore, so I'm not worried about that. We've got Eyes of Newt to do attack potions, but honestly I can just buy them whenever I want. Which means we can probably clear out this storage and actually move away from the farming guild for a while. We will be coming back here at some point though, because we will be utilising this dev storage. But in terms of like farming contracts and just farming in general, probably not so much. So we're slowly going to work our way through the dev storage, taking out the items we already have. Cactus spines, potato cactus. We got grimy lanterns. Unfortunately, I did clean the qualms and the snapdragons, so I think what I'm going to need to do is take these out, clean them, and then renote them, which is not so bad for snapdragons, but I have 719 qualms. I may try and take a quick shortcut and just make these into potions and then take these out as noted instead. That's probably the easier way to do that. But as for the rest of it, we can take out Radar Seeds, Avanto, Qualm, Snapdragon, and Haralander. And the reason for this is because if we click this, most of them were already in there. As for the Snapdragons, I had them in my inventory already, so that doesn't matter. We'll take out the 52 new seeds. Catentines we don't actually have in here, so that would be an extra slot. And we should have Snapdragons, Avantos, Catentines. Okay, so I need to sort of work through these. I need to make some super strength potions to get rid of these, and then I'll put the Grimies in that slot. And eventually I'm going to be able to clear this all out. And given all of the supplies we've got now, I probably will be revisiting here, dying one more time, and then just doing all the Herblore because I've got all the supplies for it. I've got all the stuff for the super defense, I've got the stuff for the super strengths, and I've got the stuff for the super attacks. So we'll be going through all of that, and then we will finally be able to leave the farming guild. So I went ahead and died again, and I was just going to get through all the supplies without making any videos, but we just got 72 Herblore. I didn't realise I was this close. But yeah, that is 72 Herblore. Can now make ranging potions, which is never going to happen, because they are just not exactly plausible for a level 3 Iron Man to make. And also, being level 72 means that I can now Botanical Pie boost to 76, which allows me to make magic potions. Okay, so obviously we've been working our way through the Herblore supplies. I finished all the Avantos by making it into fishing potions, still got some snake grass left. Finished with the Catentines, making the super defenses. I've got some white berries just left over, I've been using them for super compost, and I've been picking some potato cacti. Now we only need another 38 to finish off the amount we need, because that will put it to 469, which we can then boost and make into magic potions. We'll be able to finish up these as well. At the moment I'm not going to be using the Toflax because I've basically just been trying to get through the seeds. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take out the Haralanders, and I'm going to take out some money because we're going to be needing that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down to Nada, and we're going to make these into energy potions with our inventory space. Now I do need to be quite careful about this because I obviously don't want to die, and as a level 3 even the desert is fairly dangerous. So what I actually plan to do is go from here. We've got our Xerix talisman to somewhat get back. We are going to home tele, and we are going to head down to the desert. I need to make sure I've got a water skin because otherwise I can get absolutely just one shot by the desert heat, and that is terrifying. Okay, so that is going to be all of the energy potions made and Haralanders used up. Unfortunately we are 55 XP away from 73 Herblore, so that's probably going to be coming up in a very short period of time. We are going to note these up with the herbalist, and we're going to have ourselves a nice chunk of energy potions. So what I'm doing now is I'm just collecting myself the fruit for botanical pies, and I'm going to make myself about 4 of them, and then head back to the farming guild, and we are going to attempt to make all of our magic potions. Here we are, back at the farming guild. I know you guys are bored of this by now, but don't worry, I'm going to cut most of this out. Just a quick clip to say 73 Herblore. I needed more pies. And that is going to be the last of the lanterns used up. We finished up all the magic potions. We are very close to 74 now. That only got us an entire level, 16k to 74. Let's work our way through some more supplies. Got ourselves restocked and resupplied. Now it is time to make ourselves a lot of super strength potions. So we're going to head over to the Grand Exchange because these are actually worth something. And I'm going to make super strength potions and note them all up. I just realised that instead of teleporting to
Lumbridge, I can actually just teleport to Edgeville by using the Soul Wars teleport, and then I can go underneath the tunnel, which is a lot quicker. But with all that done, I'm going to be finishing off these Super Strength Potions off episode, and I'll see you guys again next week for another upload, which hopefully should be less Herblore and more other things. I know that this grind has been going on a while. I had so much left over when I finished Herblore, so it has been kind of painful to have to do this the entire time. But we are nearly done, and only a few more herbs left to use, and I'll be clearing out all of my inventory stuff, and we'll be able to move on to some other stuff. But as always guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next week.